This afternoon, from Frederick Stadium on the campus of Winton Woods High School, Waycross Community Media commences its coverage of Warrior football for the 2020 season. I'm Jacob Williams, and along with my partner Tom Hall, we bring you the call of this affair. Now, before we get started today, I want to ask you all to put the family of Chris Oates in your prayers. Over the summer, he and his mom, Kim, have anguished through the dire experience of health conditions. As many here well know, Chris is a proud warrior who epitomizes the distinction of being an alum of this school and Coach Dre's squad. Peeps down at UK realize he has been a whale of a catch down there. And last but not least, he is also a grad of Good Guy with a Guardrail Driving School. Now, this year's Winton Woods team is eager to do away with the taste of last year's ill effects. Coach Parker has these guys playing well, as evidenced by the way they took care of business with the Cougars up there last week. Now, Tom Hall, as we see the Warriors come out to the field, I wonder what revelations you have that you could share with the group about tonight's game.
Well, it's a short season this year because of the virus. We're going to be 7-game schedule. So that will mean that every single game has extra importance this year. So the Warriors come in 1-0. As you mentioned, Jake, they won big over Edgewood last week. And Lebanon comes in here with a win, too. They beat West Claremont last weekend, 21-13. So both teams 1-0. Every game matters a lot, and it's a beautiful evening for a football game. The temperature here at kickoff is 81 degrees, and by the time the game's over, it's expected to be down in the 60s.
Well, we see the very gentle breeze blowing on the U.S. flag in the south end zone. Either way, Tom, I think the Warriors are going to win tonight.
Yeah, they should. They're certainly favored, and if they can hang on to the ball and keep the penalty flags off the field and do all the basic fundamental things that they know how to do, you would expect them to come out on top. But you never know.
Now, before we get too far into this, we want to mention the officials for tonight's game are James Johnson, Jamie Harding, Corey Frizzell, Chris Wilhite, and Billy Willis. As the Warriors get ready to advance into this kick to start their home season, and the kick is up, kind of squibber, hits on about 24-yard line and finally rolls out of bounds at about the 17.
We should mention that both teams are the Warriors. We have the Lebanon Warriors playing the Winton Woods Warriors. So I guess we'll refer to them as Lebanon and Winton Woods tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure that will create some challenge at some point. At least the uniforms are nowhere near similar.
Yeah.
So Lebanon, their Warriors in the pistol formation. And the hand is off, and he breaks through the line, and Warren secondary is going to have to come up and make the stop and run this guy out of bounds deep in their territory at the 23-yard line, first play from scrimmage there.
Well, that's something of a surprise. It was a slow developing play, and the Lebanon front line did a good job of blocking the Warriors out, the Winton Woods Warriors. Oh, a big gainer there. Hey, here's the replay. Now watch the front line there, right there. Nice opening, and
he got a good block at the point of attack, and quarterback keeps the ball this time, but he's met in the hole. That's number 5 on defense for the Warriors, stopping him there.
Yeah,
that's Caleb Tubbs. Calling no gain on the play. Lebanon Warriors break the huddle. They're breaking deep in the Winton Woods secondary, and this ball's down in first down yardage. at the 11-yard line here.
Yeah, it ran a slant pattern, and it was well executed. The ball was right on the money. It's with a single coverage on the outside, it's almost impossible to stop that.
Braden Everett, sophomore quarterback for the Lebanon Warriors, moving this ball. Looks like they're inside the 10-yard line here, the Warriors.
Yeah, he's going to carry one of the Warriors with him there for a couple of yards.
Picks up 5 on the carry.
J-Ron Gibson on the stop.
Here we go again. It looks like a 2nd and 5 for the Lebanon Warriors as they break the huddle. Everett rolling to his right, throws his ball into the end zone.
Ooh.
Caught for a touchdown for Lebanon.
Well,
First drive of the game, 10-12 left in the first quarter.
I imagine there's some shock on the Winton Woods sidelines right now. Yeah, the Warriors defensive back bid on the deep route, and the receiver just stopped there in the corner of the end zone. And this quarterback for the Lebanon is looking pretty good early on, isn't he, Jake?
Yes, he is. Sophomore quarterback. And of course, you know, Lebanon comes in here. And Coach Hopkins. So that kick is good. So with 10-12 left to go in the first quarter here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of the visiting Lebanon Warriors 7 and the Winton Woods Warriors nothing.
Lebanon made all that look pretty easy. So the Winton Woods, I'm sure, will make some adjustments for the next series when they're on defense.
Well, we'll see what Winton Woods comes up with as far as adjustments, because this guy's standing tall, throwing that ball around. And
yeah, all the Warriors just went for the deep route on that play.
Which, by being a goal line pattern, he shouldn't have been on that fake. So Coach Hopkins, he's in his 3rd year at the helm of the Lebanon Warriors.
Number 9, Keith Farr, kicking off for Lebanon.
As the Warriors teed up for the kickoff.
Oh my
This
God.
is an onside kick, and it's all over the place, and looks like it's going to be signaled as Lebanon Warrior football. Looks like it's recovered by number 9 for the Lebanon Warriors, Keith Farr.
It was a squib kick that hit one of the surprised Winton Woods Warriors, bounced straight back toward the Lebanon. Watch this, right off of him. Talk about a Lebanon bounce.
Well, talking to Coach Hopkins before the game, he told me to look out for Keith Farr. So the Warriors defense is going to be asked to get in here and make this thing respectable here. There's the fake. Inside, that's a 5-yard gain. On the replay here.
There's a pretty good sized hole in the middle there.
That's right, and he sticks his nose right in. Or defensive line is just going to have to figure out who's going to be the deputy down there tonight. There's a handoff for Farr, around right in. He's got a halfway decent block, getting him good yardage. It's going to be, looks like 3rd and about long 2, or short 2 and long 1.
But I'm sorry, Jake.
Go ahead.
Well, what Lebanon is doing here is a very good job mixing the plays. Left, right, middle, pass. And we've got Winton Woods a little bit back on her heels right now.
There's a give inside. He's stacked up, but it's going to be close to a first down. I'm sure Lebanon's calling this 4-down territory if they wanted to roll the dice with that onside kick.
I think he's going to be a little bit short. So yeah, if you're Lebanon, why not? Why not go?
It's the one as the word defenders get in here
You need to get a ball just over the 35.
Man in motion.
Oh my gosh.
This guy breaks through the first line of defenders. They finally get him tripped up by his shoelace where he falls down at about the 28-yard line of the Warriors.
He almost scored a touchdown. Yeah, right there. If he hadn't gotten his leg right there, number 7 for Lebanon, the ball carrier, he would have been gone. It's Mason Gennaro.
That second down play is shut down by the Warrior defense. After a short game.
At 3rd and 7.
Here comes the Lebanon Warriors up on the ball. Everett gives inside. Number 7 breaks through everyone and he's still on his feet down to the 5-yard line. The defense finally gets him down.
They had the offense going left and they ran the ball right. To the right middle line, and boy, there's a gaping hole there.
First and goal for the Lebanon Warriors from the 5. He claps the snap. There's the give, and he's hit in the backfield this time by the defense.
Number 7, Mason DeGiano. No gain.
They went to the middle again, and Winton Woods was not surprised that time.
Number 44, Jaron Gibson. Second down.
Second and 5. Everett gives inside. Number 9 with the carry. He's going to muscle in there, and host of people have to stop him. It looks like he's near the 2-yard line.
Kind of weaved his way through the openings. Starts left, and you don't see nothing there, so he goes right. Looked like a bit of a hold in there by Lebanon, but they got away with it.
3rd and goal from the 2.
So we got
3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. 6:26 left to go in the first quarter. There's a snap, there's a give, and he's going to force his way into the Winton Woods touchdown. Excuse me, the Winton Woods end zone for a touchdown.
Lebanon Warriors is stunning the Winton Woods Warriors right now with a 13-point lead. Winton Woods still hasn't had an offensive play.
Yeah, this isn't what Coach Parker had in mind, I'm sure.
No, his worst nightmare right now.
The hold is down and the kick is up, and it's through the uprights, where with 6:16 left to go here in the first quarter, we have a score of the Lebanon Warriors 14 and the Winton Woods Warriors nothing. See on the replay here, this guy number 9 is already showing where he's a horse. Keith Farr.
Keith Farr, yeah, they got his 2 running backs, Keith Farr and Mason DeGiano.
Mason DeGiano.
They have both done very well early on. Now, for the Warriors, I think if you're the Warriors coaching staff, you tell the players, above all else, hang on to the ball. What we can't do right now is turn the ball over again. So, get the ball. Don't do anything outrageous. And give the offense a chance.
Another squibber down there. It's picked up this time. It's like number 81 picked that ball up for the Warriors. That's Derek Lawson.
Yeah, there's some good sure hands there, didn't he?
Winton Woods Warriors start this thing off on their own 35-yard line. You see Mikhail Wingfield, number 17, back at quarterback running the Winton Woods Warriors show this year. Very talented young man. Back there. Man in motion, number 14, Jeremiah Anderson. Looks like there's much of nothing doing, maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, I think about 2 yards is right. Tyrex Spikes with the ball. The starting running back for the Winton Woods Warriors.
This is where Wingfield get another 10 yards, and he's going to be looking to throw that ball. This side, nice carry, number 22 with the carry in there. Tyreek Spikes.
Another off tackle right. That one worked better. There's a larger hole to run through. So now we got 3rd and 3, let's call it. It's an important play for the Winton Woods Warriors. Get a first down.
Wingfield got the snap. Fakes to give. He pulls it out, and he's trying to get his way around right in, but the defense is there, but he's going to be close to a first down.
I think he's just short. I think they're going to mark this at the 44 and a half, and he needed to get out to the 45. So what do you do here, Jake? You gamble and go?
I would. Well, you got to do something to get these guys feet held to the fire, accountable for what the night's going to be. I'm going to call timeout. Winton Woods.
Yeah, they showed a run up the middle, and the Lebanon Warriors responded by stacking up the middle. So I think they're going to talk about it now and decide if that's what they want to do. Gil Wingfield's family is down below us. He has a large contingent here wearing T-shirts with his name and number on the back.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A whole bunch of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I see 8, 9, 10 of them wearing the T-shirts. That's good. That's good support.
And certainly he's worthy based on his prior experience around here at Frederick Stadium.
Yes, he's been very successful here.
So here come the Warriors breaking the huddle. They're still going for it.
They've spread out more this time, and so has Lebanon. See what they do.
My guess is Wingfield's going to try to make it happen on his own. But they're waiting for him, and he didn't get it.
I think he might have just gotten it. They're going to mark him, I think. They're giving it to him. They gave him a half yard on that.
Okay, well, good then.
He got it initially, then they shoved him back, so they're marking forward progress. But yeah, he got over the 44 there, just enough.
Okay, so here they are. Wingfield's got the snap to give. Number 22 with the carry. Tries to step over a would-be tackler, and short gain, maybe a yard or two. Second and 9. This is where I've seen the Warriors. They got trips left. They've done a lot of deep passes in practice, but Wingfield pulls it out this guy's gut and carries it up for a 5-yard gain, looks like.
I think Lebanon thought they might pass there. They played back a little bit more. He's got Tyrex Spikes next to him on his left.
We got guys shuffling in the game as late substitutions here.
And 4 wide receivers. He's going to throw.
So, this ball is incomplete. Out pattern, incomplete to number 81.
That was a good
Derek Lawson.
It was a good defensive play.
Yes, it was. See, in Lebanon defense, they know good and well they got a 14-point lead, so they can basically pin their ears back. They don't really have to honor much of any of these fakes.
They're lining up to run a play here. See if they do. Go back and kick.
4th and 5.
Showing kick, quick kick. Oh my God!
Blocked, and it's picked up. Guy number 6 with the carry, and he's brought down. Shoestring tackle by Mikhail Wingfield. Otherwise, this guy does real damage.
The quick kick wasn't quick enough.
From the Winton Woods 30-yard line.
Whoa.
25-yard line.
It's like the more air instant replay shows us that the Warriors of Lebanon are making their presence felt around here tonight.
They sure are. If
And now,
they can score again, this will be a real shock start.
you know, they come out here, 3:39 left to go in the first quarter here. Braden Everett throws his ball. It's caught on the run. This guy's down inside the 10-yard line of the Warriors.
That's that same slant pattern they worked earlier. And like before, the ball was right on the money, right in stride, teeny bit behind him, but it was a good pass.
Yep, and these guys getting protection. Nobody in his face.
Yeah.
Ready to stop. First down, Lebanon at the 9-yard line.
First and goal for the Lebanon Warriors at the Winton Woods were 9. Give to Farr. He hits that hole, but very little gain on that play.
Yeah. The Warriors, a few of them over there, that was not a surprise to them. They fought off the blocks and did a good job there. Now we have 2nd and 6.
Ball is on the 6-yard line, second down.
2nd and 6 is the Warriors break the huddle.
For the pass.
Guy's rolling out to his right. This ball is thrown, but intercepted by the Warriors. He's going to come out of the end zone when it is down at the 10-yard line. And that's what the Warrior defense needed.
Yeah, it sure is. He might have been a tad better off just downing the ball in the end zone there, but this is good defensive play. There's nobody open. And the quarterback kind of forces the ball in here. There's just too many Winton Woods Warriors back there.
That's number 6 with the interception for the Warriors. Tamarian Crumpley.
Yeah, nice play. Nice play, Tamarian.
Honored here earlier.
Yeah, because now the Winton Woods Warriors have some momentum. Let's see if they can get some movement, get some first downs.
Wingfield gives inside. Number 22 through the hole and still on his feet. Steps out of a would-be tackler. Around his outstretched arm. Down to the 30, 35, 15-10. On into the end zone where he takes the lifted leap for a touchdown for the Winton Woods Warriors.
Just a basic running play, and they pulled it off. Lebanon was a little bit asleep on that, and the downfield blocking was very good. 2 missed tackles, good downfield blocking right there.
Good downfield, and the Warriors have always been good at downfield blocking. Their wide receivers year in and year out. So that's number 22, Tyreek Spikes with that touchdown carry. 2:08 left to go in the first quarter as the Warriors line up for this PAT attempt. Caleb Tubbs will be the holder, and the hold is down, and the kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 2:08 left to go here in the first quarter from Frederick Stadium, Forest Park, Ohio, we have a score of the visiting Lebanon Warriors 14 and your Winton Woods Warriors 7.
Well, the start of a very exciting game here, Jake.
Yes, I mean, I think it's a thing where nobody has very much film on anyone, and they don't really know who's capable of doing what with the ball just yet. But if the Warriors of Winton Woods want to win this game, you're going to have to get in this guy, number 17, Braden Everett. They're going to have to show him this turf.
Yes, yeah, they need to get a more aggressive pass rush. And they have to do something about that slant pattern, because that's going to burn them if they.
This guy is all the way. Little Lipton lead.
Yeah. Why not? a great run.
Okay, this is where the Warriors special teams are. They're going to have to make good count of themselves here. And the kick is up. It's going to be handled at the 7-yard line by the Warriors of Lebanon. He's cutting their side. He's going to catch the sideline, but not outrun the Warriors special teams, led by number 81, Derek Lawson.
It was a nice kick and it was a nice return.
That's right. Just get it and go on up the field, and that's what the guy did.
Seth Myers with the ball, number 3 for the Lebanon Warriors, is a wide receiver.
There's a give inside, but the Warrior defense is there.
Right up the middle. And
Clock running, 1:46 left in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter. There we go. The Lebanon squad breaks the huddle. There's a give to Farr. He's trying to get around right in, but Warrior defenders aren't having it here.
The Warriors did a nice job of chasing that down the line. In particular, Jaron Gibson, number 44 for the Warriors.
Yes.
Pursued that very well. We got a 3rd down here. 3rd and long.
3rd and 9. This is where I'm sure the Warrior defenders, with clock running under a minute, 42 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Look out for that slant pattern. And his ball is off the fingertips of number 6 for the Warriors.
Okay, he had an open receiver.
Variant Crumpley.
And number 3 there for Lebanon was open. That's the Seth Myers who returned the kickoff, but the pass was way too high. No chance to get it. In fact, the Lebanon's actually lucky that wasn't intercepted.
That's right. Okay, the Lebanon Warriors sending guys for this punt. Got a Warrior standing back on his 30-yard line to receive this kick. So we got a penalty here. This is going to march against the Warriors.
The left side of the line came across. I wasn't sure if they were drawn, but I guess they were not.
So we're calling it 4th and 4. Kick is off. It's straight up in the air. Tubbs, not fair catching, but he's hauled down at his own 28-yard line. Make it to 29. They're calling it the 30. Okay, so the Warriors have put it in gear at their own 30-yard line with 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
That was not an especially long punt, but it had super hang time. And the Lebanon Warriors were able to essentially be there waiting when the ball was caught.
Okay, so here come the Warriors over the ball. Wingfield with the give, fakes the give, and he's outside around left end where he's finally hauled down after about a 4 or 5 yard pickup. Clock still moving. That looks like it's going to be the last play of the first quarter here. So that'll do it. After 1 quarter of play here from Frederick Stadium, campus of Winton Woods High School, Forest Park, Ohio, we have a score of the visiting Lebanon Warriors 14, and your Winton Woods Warriors 7.
It was a very entertaining first quarter. I hope they can keep that up. With lots of scoring, lots of action, long runs, great passes, good defensive plays.
Well, it was good that the Warriors were able to open up that long scoring play, but they need to establish that they can grind it out and eat clock too.
Yeah, they broke off that one play, but yeah, you're right. Generate first downs, hold the ball, burn the clock. They've not shown that yet in the game. I think they will before it's over, of course. But Lebanon got off to, boy, he couldn't have gotten off to a better start.
Yeah, and they still, I could tell Lebanon gets in any kind of situation where they got to throw the ball, and they're going to try that look in.
Yes.
And hopefully the Warriors got some more interceptions up their sleeve. The Winton Woods Warriors. Wingfield looking to throw. Now he's flushed out of the pocket around right end. Defender's up in his face, so he can't make much on that.
Couldn't find a receiver. Tried to make something happen, and the Lebanon just strung him out to the sideline.
You know, this team, the defensive Lebanon is really, comparatively speaking, they're playing Mikael Wingfield tough.
They're showing good speed, aren't they?
Yeah. I know. Last year, I wasn't seeing anybody playing him this tough. If he decided he was going to run the ball, yards were happening. Wingfield back to throw. Got a whistle on the play. I think a Warrior receiver left early.
Yeah, motion against the Winton Woods. Yeah, it goes from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11, and you know, I think the Warriors, they need to get a big chunk of this, if not a first down, because kicking this deep is inviting this Lebanon defense to come after this kick. Wingfield back there, looking to throw, straight drop. But the Lebanon defense gets in there, and that's number 70, throwing him down.
Eric West made that play, and he did a really good job of it. So now the Warriors are deep, pinned deep. They have no choice but to punt. So let's hope they can get the punt off more rapidly this time.
Lebanon has a guy standing on his own 42-yard line to receive this kick.
So Winton Woods is lined up for a regular punt this time. We've got the deep man, and they've got the punter back.
That's right. No more rolling the dice on these punts. And the kick is up. It's a low kick. And it's going to roll out of bounds. It looks like near the 49-yard line. They're going to call it the 40.
Yeah, 49.
We're going to call it the 49 Lebanon Warriors.
All right, well, Lebanon gets the ball in good position here.
Well, I don't know what other high school football games are taking place tonight around the county. LaSalle and St. X are playing, from what I understand. Boy, St. X got their heart broke last week. I listened to that whole game on the radio. There's a pass complete to number 4 out in the right flat, but he's only going to be able to make a yard. War defenders are right there on it.
Yeah, 2 Warrior defenders were on that one. Nice play call, but it didn't work. Yeah.
Blake Lamb with the catch. 2nd and 10. In motion, number 13. Here's a give to Farr, and he can only make a yard.
Well, they sent the man in motion left to try to get the defense going that way, and then hand the ball off to the right.
Well, I think the word defense knows the guy at this point that's going to hurt him is far.
Number 4, Cortez Foster Gatewood, will hold his position very well on that play. He's the reason why that didn't gain in much.
3rd and 9. Press coverage by the Warriors. Ball is incomplete. Bring it to 4th and 9. It's like the Warrior defense has kind of gotten a hold of things a little bit better now.
Yeah, that was that slant pattern again, and what the Warriors did this time, they had a safety over there. Now, the pass wasn't very good. That's why it wasn't completed, but if it had been completed, they at least had a safety over there to help.
So the Warriors got a man standing on their 15-yard line waiting to receive this kick. And the kick is up. Swimming, looks like it's going to land out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. Oh, they're going to call it. They're going to move it all the way up to the 34-yard line where the Warriors have put it in gear.
Yeah, it passed out of bounds fairly early on. By the time it actually hit the ground, it had already been out of bounds a while.
Well, this is where the Warriors on offense, they got to take advantage where, you know, the Lebanon Warriors are kind of starting to wait on them some, and if they don't take advantage, 9:40 left to go in the half. There's the give inside that they're waiting for number 22. That's number 66.
And 66 and 70 were there waiting for him.
Josh Harris and Eric West.
He stood him up and knocked him backwards. Lost a yard on the deal.
I think this is where the Warriors, they need to complete a pass at some point to loosen this defense up, give them a little more to think about. They got trips right. Flag. Legal procedure on the Winton Woods Warriors.
I didn't see any movement there.
So they're going to march this ball back to the Warrior 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 16.
We're informed that the problem was they didn't have enough players on the line of scrimmage. They only had 5.
There's Wingfield waiting for the snap. He's rolling to his left, looking to throw this ball. Throws across his body, but this ball's caught. Inbounds, first down. Oh, excuse me. The ball is caught on the 35-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 9.
That shows what a great athlete Wingfield is. He's running left and he's right-handed. And that is a really difficult pass to make. To run in the opposite direction of your arm is really hard to do.
That's right. Here's Wingfield waiting for a snap. Straight drop. Now he's flushed to his right. He's going to throw this ball.
Oh!
Number 1 with the catch for the Warriors, Tavon Bowler.
There was a defender back there, Matthew McCowan, and I think he kind of can't believe it was a completion.
And you see the chain gang get to stepping over there on the far sideline.
McCowan tried
8 minutes.
He tried to swat the ball, but he missed. Wingfield
Delayed give, and number 22, nice carry, Tyrek Spikes. Looks like he's picked up himself another 6 yards. Second and 4. This is where the Warriors now, they're in the Lebanon side of the field here. Spikes again with the carry, and ball's out. Looks like the Lebanon Warriors have this ball.
Yes, they do. Oh, my goodness. He had such a nice gain there. You know, he runs right, he gets a nice hole, and then he cuts it back toward the middle, and right there they strip the ball. Number 4 for the Lebanon Warriors. Blake Lamb stripped that ball out.
So you have to tip your hat. That defender made a good play.
He sure did. Just tore it right out, right there.
And the ball just made a room service hop right into the guy.
Yeah, the guy who stripped it covered the fumble. It was a great play. Yeah, he got a real nice bounce on it. And now the player who just made that play is going to they're going to stop playing, but he was lined up to be a wide receiver on the right.
Well, this is where Winton Woods is going to have to make sure they keep these guys from scoring. 7:20 left to go in the half. You can't have these visitors putting anything else on this board before halftime.
If you are standing at the fence, we ask that you please take a seat in the grandstands. Please, nobody standing at the fence. Please find a seat at the grandstand.
We'll just have to see, Tom, how this season ends up unfolding. Limited games this year. Sure, less margin of error.
Yeah, 7-game schedule, boy. You don't have much give there. You lose a couple of games, and it's going to be the playoff picture will probably be very muddled at the end of the season. Well, I'm going to delay a game here. No, but didn't. No.
Everett looking to throw. There's that slant over the middle. Number 4 with the catch.
No safety to help. Yep, no safety to help that time. And the cornerback is just kind of hung out to dry there. You can't cover that without help, not if the pass is good.
Want to thank More Air for sponsoring the replays tonight. Quarterback's going to try to keep this one, but no, sir.
Yeah, the Warriors number 24, Quentin Jenkins, was not fooled by that. He held his position.
That's
fought off the block. It was a really good play.
That block.
Second down and 9.
It was a very good play. 2nd and 9 now.
Everett, pass complete over on the far sideline and shoved out of bounds.
So that was an incomplete pass. The receiver was not able to maintain possession.
Oh, incomplete.
Yeah, he drops it right as he's...
Okay, yeah, there it goes.
He never had possession of it. I thought he did, but no.
Number 27, Maurice Daniels on the coverage for the Winton Woods squad. Okay, so here's Lebanon. 3rd and 9. Everett rolling to his right. Teaves his ball. It's going to be over everybody's head. Incomplete. 4th and 9.
The receiver and the defensive back bumped each other back there, but I think the ball was uncatchable.
Yep. And it looked like a bad angle that the defensive back was kind of taking to the ball. But they survived it. So now Lebanon will punt. Warriors have a guy standing on their 15-yard line and waiting his kick. His kick is up. Far sideline. Caught and out of bounds. Looks like it's about the 15-yard line.
That was a very good punt. No return. The receiver had to catch it as running out of bounds and no way to return it.
Well, Caleb Tubbs is certainly a sure-handed receiver catching these punts, and he doesn't want to fair catch a thing. So 5:57 left to go in the half. There's the give. Trying to find a place to run through there, and Fitz had it stacked up. He might have got 2 yards.
Yeah, there's too many white jerseys over there.
Ball is on the 17-yard line. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Wingfield trips left. This ball's complete. Tries to run through it. He's got a flag on the play. And it looks like it's going to be going back the way it was thrown there.
Yeah, I think you're going to call some holding here. Something wasn't kosher with that block.
Clock running, 4:59.
Yeah, so here's the Warrior, right. Yeah, I think it wasn't in the was not in the replay.
Call is holding on Winton Woods.
But either way, it's holding on the Warriors, Winton Woods Warriors. Now they're pretty deep here. They're down on what, an 8-yard line roughly, 8.5.
Yep. This is where they got to be careful.
Yeah, be real careful. There isn't much time left in half, and what you don't want to do is give away a cheap score here.
And the officials want the clock to be readjusted to read 5:07. Of course, 4:42 used to be a good number, you know. 5:07.
2nd and 15 for the Warriors.
Second and 15. Wingfield awaiting the snap. Rolling straight back. He's going to try to run away. He might as well take it what you could give Wingfield. Throws his ball, and it's intercepted by the Lebanon Warriors with 4:57 left to go.
Well, Jake was certainly prescient on that one. Wingfield would have been much better off hanging onto the ball, trying to run and see what he could get.
Yeah, I could look like he had at least 15 yards there.
Yeah, I think he could have gotten past that guy. Yeah, I think you're right. He could have gotten about 15 on that. That's too bad. Too bad for the Winton Warriors. Very good for the Lebanon Warriors. So now they get another shot at the end zone with just under 5 minutes left.
So we have Everett leading his squad back onto the field. Back here in the pistol. Far with him.
Ooh.
This ball's thrown, but incomplete, out of bounds.
Yeah, the quarterback bobbled the snap and it threw the timing. It's a timing play, and it all got messed up with that just brief little kind of fumble of the ball.
2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line.
2nd and 10, so we'll have to see if the Lebanon team wants to keep throwing this ball. I don't know why they don't just try to hand this ball off and drive their way down. Number 7, it looks like whatever he did, he must have made another pitch. I didn't see it, of course.
They had me faked out on this one too. The whole play was going right, and they got the ball out there to number 9 going left, and he picked up 9 yards. Or 8, I guess.
Gonna call it 3rd and 2. There's the give. He runs through that hole, still on his feet. They finally get him down, but not till he picks up a first down. See on the more air replay here, where they got hat on the hat blocking on this offensive line.
Yeah, it wasn't a big hole, but it was big enough to get through.
3:59 to go in the half. Man in motion. There's a give to Farr. Farr sticks his nose right in. Looks like he's going to pick up about 3.
Number 6, Tamarian Crumpy made the stop for the Warriors. Correction, number 9, Cameron Sanders made the stop for
I think Lebanon's trying to grind the clock down. They don't want to let Winton Woods have another shot before the half is over if they can help it. Going to pass.
Everett looking to throw. He's flushed out, and he's in the arms of a defender, and they get him down. Looks like on the Warrior 26-yard line.
He wanted to go the deep receiver, but he was double covered. And that's why you see number. You can't see it on replay, but there's a man downfield they wanted to throw it to, and the Winton Woods Warriors sent 2 defensive backs on him.
That was a good play on defense by Jaron Gibson.
He's had a good game. So we got 3rd down now.
Hey, Everett looking to throw this ball. Oh, this guy's folded right up. He caught it. Number 13 makes the grab, but number 24, Winton Jenkins, folding right up there on his, 27-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 5.
Quentin Jenkins is not real large. He's 5'10", 160 pounds. Boy, he played like a large guy on that one.
And we see on the replay again, that's a Saturday afternoon play right there.
That is. That was really impressive. So 4th down and 6 for Lebanon. If you got a great play in your playbook, now's the time to pull it out. We've tried to slant play 4 times. It's worked 3 times.
Timeout, Lebanon. Their second timeout of the first half.
So Lebanon calls timeout. Think this one over.
It's Skyline time. For over 70 years, Skyline Chili is
1:36 left to go in the half.
the secret family recipe. Our local Skyline is owned by Stan Townsend, and he's always ready to support Winton City Schools. Stop by his Forest Park location, say hi, and enjoy one of the many Skyline favorites. It's always Skyline time.
You know, Winton Woods, they have some new additions to their staff this year. Coaching-wise, they got Chad Murphy is on their coaching staff this year. Another addition they have, their athletic trainer, very important role in all these teams, Becca Gaston. Okay, so looks like another timeout is being called.
Yeah, 2 timeouts on the same play here. Well, it's an important play, so why not? Near the end of the half. No point keeping the timeouts in your back pocket to the locker room at halftime.
It's use them or lose them. So both teams come out on the field. Dressing this 4th down and 6 play. Everett, this ball is thrown right into the hands of a Warrior defender, but dropped. It's number 44, Jamron Gibson, nearly intercepting that.
They're trying to set up the screen play, and if they'd gotten it to the ball carrier, I think it would have both broken for big yards, but young Mr. Gibson messed that one up pretty badly.
Gibson had other plans.
Put himself in the exact right spot and got his arms up. The pass wasn't especially good. And here we are. So Warriors get the ball again here toward the end of the half.
Wingfield, straight drop, got this pass incomplete off the receiver's hands.
That was a good pass. And Wingfield got it off with a guy bearing down on him.
That's Cam Calhoun trying to make that grab for the Warriors. I think he might have took his eye off it a little bit to see where he was going to make his first move.
Yeah, I had a Lebanon player bearing down on him too.
2nd and 10. Wingfield, straight drop. Throws his ball.
Got an open man.
Ball incomplete.
Oh, he has an open man down the field.
It's is that number 84 again?
Yeah.
Yeah. What it was is Calhoun. It's almost like a baseball outfielder type of play where he had to turn his body. And we see on the more air replay, last moment he had to turn to adjust. And
yeah, I think he looked over the wrong shoulder. But boy, he was open. So
10. Wingfield throws this ball over the middle, caught by number 81. And that's going to be 1st down for the Warriors. First down, 1:16 left to go here. Warriors up on the ball. 1:12. Wingfield looking to throw this thing again. This ball get out of bounds. 22 with the catch, and he bounces off a would-be tackler. And this guy that was trying to tackle him is coming up limping here.
You know, Lebanon players tried to get him down inbounds, but they couldn't do it. And we have a Lebanon Warrior down on the field.
Yeah, it's almost like he broke his ankle with a fake, but he didn't fake him. We'll have to see on replay how he got messed up like that. Okay, they're stretching him out.
Sounds like he's got a cramp.
Glad we don't have that leftover hurricane weather like they had last week in places. Hot, steamy, muggy.
Yeah, it's a very pleasant evening. The humidity's low. The temperatures be down in the 70s now. You can see the stadium lights are starting to take effect.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we start the second half, it'll be pretty dark out.
You know, this Warrior crowd that we have tonight is a respectable crowd. But they're not making a whole lot of noise.
Well, the game hasn't gone the way they thought it would, I think.
That's true.
But there's plenty of game left. And who knows, maybe the Winton Woods Warriors can tie this up before the half. Got 1 minute and 2 seconds left on the clock.
First and 10, Winton Woods from the Lebanon 49-yard line.
Okay, so here the Warriors are. Winton Woods waiting for the snap is Wingfield in the pistol. He's rolling to his right. Looks like he's going to throw this ball complete, and he gets out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a 9-yard gain. to stop the clock at 55.6 seconds.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Quarterback rolls right. We got the open receiver over here on the run, and out of bounds. Stops the clock. Just under a minute left.
Looks to me like Wingfield is trying to develop some of these other players. That ball's thrown and caught. Guy gets out. No, they're calling it.
Out of bounds.
No, he's calling it out of bounds. He didn't have possession.
Intended for number 14, Jeremiah Anderson. 3rd and 1 for Winton Woods.
3rd and 1, 49.8 seconds. This is where Wingfield takes this one on his own. Wingfield back there waiting for the snap. He gives the ball to number 3. Sticks his nose in there.
Got a first down out of that.
Number 3, that's Imani Steele, 185-pound running back, 5'9", 185 pounds. Wingfield rolling to his left now. He's going to take it and run. He fakes one guy out. He dives in there, but it's like a short gain.
Winton Woods called a timeout there. He wasn't able to get out of bounds. So let's see, we're down on the Winton Woods Warriors on the 32 now with 31.2 seconds left. They burned a timeout. They have one left. This is the best sustained drive that they've done all game, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah, it kind of looks that way. I mean, he's giving other guys a chance to do work. Number 3, Imani Steele, realizing that name sounds familiar. He's been a veteran of the No Birth Certificate Bard Bowl around here a few years ago. Oh, they got all kind of, from what I saw at practice, the different times I've seen him practice this year, they don't mind putting second and third string guys in there because they're producing too.
There's a lot of depth on this, and these teams have always had a lot of depth. It's one of the reasons they've been so successful over the years, I think. They can wear the other teams down.
Wingfield throws his ball complete, and the guy gets out of bounds. It's number 22, Tyreek Speaks.
What the Winton Woods Warriors are doing on this drive that they haven't done on the other drives is they're mixing it up much better with the pass and the run and the direction of the plays. And they've got the Lebanon Warriors kind of on their heels right now. I don't know what to expect next.
Let's see if they're going to blitz him. They did one other time, and here's Wingfield throwing his ball. It's going to be over everybody's head, incomplete. No flags on the play. 22 seconds left to go in the half.
Yeah, the receiver back there was double covered. The coverage was good. The pass was too high. That one just wasn't destined to work.
You know, they are in field goal range, but I'm thinking they'd rather cross the goal line than split the upright. Wingfield. And here they come after him. This ball's complete to number 3, Imani Steele, but the defensive waiting for him.
Yeah, the defender, who's also the running back for the Lebanon Warriors, Mason DeGennaro, was waiting for that one, and he prevented that from turning into any kind of significant gain. So now we're 3rd and 10 Warriors, Winton Woods Warriors, talking over what to do next.
Of course, you know, in talking to Coach Matt Hopkins of the Lebanon squad before the game, he indicated that I would probably be calling Mr. DeGennaro's name quite a bit tonight.
And we have been in the first half. That's absolutely right.
He also said Farr would be.
So Winton Woods has no timeouts left, and there's just under 17 seconds on the clock, so what they have to do here is either either get it in the end zone or go out of bounds. They can't let the clock keep running. Probably wouldn't be time to get a field goal unit on the field.
Wingfield runs out of a would-be tackle, still on his feet. He's flushed from the pocket. This ball is incomplete. 10 seconds left to go.
Pass is incomplete.
He had the receiver, but even if the receiver had caught it, I'm not sure he would have gotten into the end zone.
I don't think he would have.
Maybe it's not the worst thing that this was incomplete.
4th and 7.
If he caught it, he gets tackled, and then Winton Woods can't stop the clock, and the half is likely over. Unless they can run up and spike it real quick.
Well, this is where, I mean, the Warriors look like they're going to go for it, but
They are.
they got a guy that can kick this far. Back to throws, Wingfield. And they got him. Sack.
Winfield was tackled by number 6, Parker Dillhoff.
That put a stop to that whole thing.
That put a, you know, and see, that's the way the Lebanon Warriors look like they're playing it, is if you keep looking good, we're going to finally blitz you.
Number 6, Parker Dillhoff.
Yeah, see, and I don't know. I thought I saw these guys kicking field goals that were that distance. And looks like the Lebanon Warriors will take a knee, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half here in Frederick Stadium in Winton Woods High School, where we have a score of the Lebanon Warriors 14 and your Winton Woods Warriors 7. Waycross Community Media will be back with more after halftime.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Ohio. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome to the second half of OHSAA football here from Frederick Stadium, campus of Winton Woods High School, Forest Park, Ohio, where we have a score of the visiting Lebanon Warriors 14 and your Winton Woods Warriors 7. Now, it looks like this is their first game, the Winton Woods Warriors and the Lebanon Warriors, as a matter of fact, in this new ECC conference. And if this is the way it's going to be in the ECC conference, the Warriors are going to have to figure out some answers, because I don't think the games they've been playing up until this point, Tom, that they've been coming in short on the score in the second half. Now, I don't have the stats in front of me, but it looked like time of possession was in favor heavily of the Lebanon Warriors. But Tom, you got the stats in front of you, partner. Could you reveal what they're telling you folks out here? Okay, so what we're going to have is some technical difficulties here for a minute. But it looks like with the stats that he's got mapped out so far, time of possession, 14 minutes and 5 seconds to the Winton Woods, 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Braden Everett, 6 of 13, 53 yards.
I got Tom turned up way.
As we see teams getting ready to kick off for the second half.
Kicking off with number 9, Keith Paul for Lebanon.
Okay, so we try to work through these technical difficulties. We have the Lebanon Warriors kicking this ball off to the Winton Woods Warriors. And that kick is off, so the second half begins. Another pooch kick. Picked up on the 36-yard line, running around right in, and number 11's got good blocks, and he hit hard out of bounds. Looks like he's got into the Lebanon territory at their 47-yard line. $11:26 left to go.
Hello?
So the Warriors offense over the ball, get the second half started after a good return by Andrew Booker. Wingfield gives the ball inside the spikes, but he is met at the line of scrimmage, probably for a 1-yard loss.
There hasn't been much in the middle today for the Winton Woods Warriors. Lebanon has covered that play pretty well today. The off tackles have worked, but one up the middle, not so much.
Let's see what they come up with here. Winton Woods has got to figure out a way to get this clock running, chains moving, whistle blowing, dirty laundry not showing.
That was a completion.
So that ball's complete out there.
The point I wanted to make about the halftime stats, but the microphone wasn't working then, is Lebanon played essentially a flawless game in the first half, and that's why they're leading. They had no penalties. They threw the one interception, but that was really the only mistake they made.
Well, you can see that they've been well coached. And they come in here, I don't think they're showing any fear to the Warriors, not that they should, but Winton Woods is going to have to come up with some things and realize that whatever they did last week, that was last week. Of course, they come out on top last week. What was that final, 34-0?
Yeah. The Lebanon's come in here with a good game plan. Let's see if they can keep executing it in the second half. But in the first half, they played a good game.
4th and 5. Now they're going to drop back and they're going to punt. Kick is up. No one to receive this punt for the Lebanon Warriors. And it's touched out of bounds by the Winton Woods Warriors on the Lebanon 29-yard line, where they'll put it in gear, first down.
That was a quick kick that they tried in the first half. The problem in the first half was they didn't disguise it very well. So the Lebanon Warriors knew something was up. But this time they did a good job of disguising that quick kick and was able to pull it off.
Well, they're going to disguise it. That's fine, but they could try to get a little bit more distance out of it. Okay, so here comes the Lebanon Warriors out here. Everett keeps it, pulls it out of his guy's gut, but he's stopped for no gain.
Yeah, he fakes a handoff and goes up the middle, but got a Winton Woods Warrior waiting for him.
Those Winton Woods linebackers. Coach Scholl has number 11.
Throw it.
This ball's thrown, incomplete.
Threw behind him. I'm not sure that was going to go real far, even if he'd caught it. There were two Warriors over there and one blocker. Yeah, the pass is behind the receiver. And so even if I'm not convinced that was going to go very far. But it might have. You never know.
You see on this animated scoreboard where they're imploring his defense to stand up here on this 3rd and 10. Everett looking to throw. This ball is incomplete. It's starting to look like the Lebanon Warriors are going to the well a little bit too often on their little pet plays, too.
I was thinking the same thing. It's exactly what I was thinking.
And if the Warriors defense can find someone to step in front of that ball.
Number 5, Caleb Tubbs is deep for Winton Woods. Number 9, Keith Barr.
So 9:23 left to go in the third quarter. Lebanon is going to kick this ball. Tubbs is back, standing on his 35-yard line, awaiting the kick. There's the snap. And this kick is going to be way short. It's going to touch on the 39 and take a little bounce for the Lebanon crew, but it's going to roll dead and lay up on the 46-yard line of the Lebanon Warriors.
I think the kicker was hurried. There was a pretty good rush on this. And I think it went out. He was worried about the guy on his left, so the ball went off the side of his foot to the right. Is I think what might have happened there. He was hurried. So the Warriors, the Winton Woods Warriors, are set up here in pretty good field position.
As their offense takes the field. 9:11 left to go in the third quarter here. Wingfield under center here. In motion. There's a give to Spikes. He runs straight south with the ball in this case. It's like he's going to pick up about 3-4 yard gain.
Johnny Ortega had his foot. The number 30 for the Lebanon Warriors had the running back's foot. And if it hadn't been for that, I think he might have broken that quite a bit further down the field. He's a quick hitter up the middle.
So Wingfield under center again for Winton Woods. Wingfield still has the ball. Looks like he's going to lose yardage, and to Lebanon Warriors' credit, these guys are not going to be fooled and faked out.
It was the option right, and I think maybe he wanted to pitch it, but that got blown up by number 70, Eric West of the Lebanon Warriors.
So 3rd and 10. In years past, this is the part of the field where Wingfield, I've seen him throw long touchdowns from this spot right here. Going this direction. I think this is his favorite direction, and it's about his favorite spot. But it looks like he's going to have some kind of equipment issue as a result of that tackle, I'm guessing.
You want to stretch his leg here, I think. Let's hope that's not serious. Oh, they're working on a shoe. All right, that's good. Much better the shoe than the leg. Flat tire, yeah. There we go. All right, up and running, so to speak. All right.
So 7:54, the clock is moving. Wingfield back there in the pistol, adjusting his gloves. There's the snap, straight drop. Throws this ball deep. He's got a receiver wide open, and that ball's caught for a touchdown. Number 14 for the Winton Woods Warriors. That's Jeremiah Anderson with the grab.
The receiver got several steps on the defender. The ball was there.
And there he goes. I'm telling you, I've seen him do this in a few years going now here, and got somebody else he can throw that rainbow to, drop that right in on the dime.
Yeah, the receiver had to slow down for it, but that was a great pass.
So we see the Warriors lining up for this point after. Caleb Tubbs going to be the holder. Tubbs puts it down. The kick is up. But that kick is good. So with 7:39 left to go in the third quarter here, we have a score of the Lebanon Warriors 14 and the Winton Woods Warriors 14.
Took them a while, but tied the game. The game started out all kinds of scoring in the first quarter. The Lebanon Warriors jumped out to a quick 14-0 lead. Then the Winton Warriors got their big score off the 90-yard run. But since then, there was no scoring until now.
Yeah, and see, this is where the Warriors defense is going to have to come up with something that the Lebanon Warriors haven't seen yet. Because they're going to have to keep these guys in check for at least another possession to see if the Warriors can come back and score again. But we see Antoine Wingfield's crowd down there doing the line dance, or if you will, to appreciate the fact of his heroics out there.
Well, we'll see what Lebanon tries when they get the ball here. I'll actually be kind of curious.
So there's the kick. And this ball hits in bounds and rolls out at, so it looks like the Lebanon crew is going to start this thing in gear on the 25-yard line.
The Lebanon Warriors, number 3 there, that's kind of a thrilling moment for him. What is that ball going to do? Fortunately for the Lebanon, it went out of bounds, but it could have bounced toward the end zone, in which case the Warriors could have possibly covered it. But anyway, all worked out well for Lebanon, but it was a kind of thrilling moment for the back man there.
Well, this is where everybody on defense for the Warriors, Winton Woods that is, they have to find a way to put a stop down on these guys. There's a give to Farr, and he's thrown down in the backfield.
Quarterback had 2 running backs back there with him, and both running backs went right. One of them had the ball, and the quarterback went left, but the Warriors on their left side of the line were not fooled.
It's Quentin Jenkins on a stop for the Warrior defense. So that 5-yard loss will make it a 2nd and 15. See the scoreboard again showing his new graphics. Everett
Fell down.
gives inside, and the receiver, the running back just trips up number 9, Farr trips up. No gain on the play.
He's trying to make the cut, and not sure if he tripped over somebody there or just lost his footing.
Looked like his footing just left him.
Either way, it's 3rd and 16.
This is 3rd and 16 now, and so far the only play that I'm thinking that Lebanon can answer with is that slant.
That's the one play they've had that has gotten them big yards. And they've got a 2 receivers here on the near side, the left side, and 1 out there on the right.
Everett looking to throw. This ball's caught, but they're shaking him down pretty good over there, the defenders, and he's not going to make it. So it's going to be 4th and about 9 or 10.
They got back to the original line of scrimmage. So if you're Lebanon here, you pretty much have to punt. I mean, you cannot go for it this deep in your own end. That was a tie score.
So Tamarian Crumpley on the stop, along with number 27, Maurice Daniels.
Your running back, Keith Farr, number 9, is going to punt the ball.
.527 left to go in the 3rd quarter here.
Ooh.
High snap.
Oh, that was close.
Kick looks like it got partially blocked. Get away from it, Warriors. Looks like it'll be down on the Lebanon Warrior 47-yard line.
Yeah, the high snap almost resulted in an unmitigated disaster. It was not blocked, but it was certainly rushed.
Okay.
And the result was nothing special punt at all here. So the Warriors are back. They are at their 48-yard line.
Okay, so the Warrior offense takes the field. Wingfield back there in the shotgun. There's a give to man in motion. Spikes, but he's hit hard behind the line of scrimmage, but he manages to squirt through there and still pick up about 2 yards.
I think the defender, without meaning to, might have nailed him in the head here. See on the replay. Yeah, but no harm done. Nothing was grabbed.
There's Wingfield looking it over. Got the ball on the snap. Give inside to number 3.
Number 3, Simone Steele. Straight ahead.
Imani Steele, 5'9", 185-pound junior.
3rd and 3.
Okay, 3rd and 3 now for the Warriors. I'm sure it's 4-down territory. And Steele is stopped for no gain, basically, on that play up the middle.
Number 6, Parker Gohawk made the stop for Lebanon.
Lebanon defenders, holding the gaps, and they're really playing a respectable game of defense from a standpoint of keeping Winfield from running the ball, Will. The ball's thrown.
Is that complete? No. Oh, my goodness. 4th down, change your possession. I was going to say that the Lebanon Warriors, to illustrate or back up your point there, Jake, the Lebanon Warriors have done a very good job of holding positions. They've not been running themselves out of plays, which you often see high school players do. That was a big play. The Lebanon gets the ball back.
So on the change of possession, Lebanon put this thing in gear. Looks like on the, 40-yard line?
Yes. Put it on the 40-yard line.
Everett looking to throw. This ball's caught. Immediately tackled by the Warrior defender.
That was a good pass. It's a timing play. It has to happen quickly or you risk an interception. But the quarterback delivered the ball on time to the right spot.
3:15 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lebanon on the ball. Everett fakes the give, and he takes it around right in. No, he does.
That was a weird play. They handed off to the guy who had a Warrior in his face. Somehow managed to escape it and get a 1st down.
I'm telling you, these old eyes.
Yeah. I got lost on that one, too.
Okay, so here's Lebanon again.
Pass.
This guy got folded up in that ball. And
there was a lot of hitting over there, and Lebanon was fortunate there wasn't a turnover on that play.
Exactly.
Threw into a crowd of people. Lots of hitting. We don't have the replay. Here's the replay on that. So he'll throw it right there, and he gets nailed, and the ball's come loose, and this hits the ground. But boy, that could have easily ended up in the hands of a Winton Woods Warrior.
That was a good form tackle to avoid a penalty, too. Ball's incomplete over everybody's head. Everett takes a shot, gets up.
Looked like the quarterback expected the receiver to keep running.
3rd and 10.
To run to a different spot.
This is where could be the fork in the road, or stick a fork in a moment here. Somebody in the Warriors' defense can make a big stop. Maybe add a turnover. Okay, so here they go. Everett straight drop. They're chasing him down. He got him out of bounds, run out of bounds here. Looks like he's going to get close to the line of scrimmage, original line of scrimmage.
He was pretty much running for his life on that play. No chance to get a pass off.
Oh, looks like 4th and 10. The Lebanon team is going to punt. You know, this guy Everett is a good quarterback. If he could find some wheels to add to his repertoire, it'd be helpful. So Tubbs is waiting for his kick on his 15-yard line. There's the snap, and the kick is off by far. Tubbs runs up under it, makes a grab, and he's through the first line. He's still on his feet. Looks like they're going to have him down or stopped at his own 35-yard line where the Warriors will take over with good field position.
Yeah, that punt netted, what, about 15 yards, I think. It's a nice little run.
Yeah, he runs straight north or south with the ball no matter what. We're tied at 14 here. Late in the third quarter, 2:12 left to go. There's Wingfield. Gives inside the spikes, but these guys are waiting for him this time. It's number 3 with the carry, Imani Steele.
Yeah, nothing in the middle that time. Just too many white jerseys. He lost a couple on that one.
I'd say 2-yard loss. Here's Wingfield, straight drop, looking to throw this ball. He's flushed out of pocket. Take what you can get, Wingfield. You can beat this guy. He's out of bounds, close to his 47-yard line.
First down.
46-yard line, they're going to spot it. That's what he should have did when he threw that interception a while ago.
Yes, exactly. Maybe that was pointed out to him after that. Yeah, he made a good decision here. Tuck the ball and run.
Okay, here we are. Trips left for Winton Woods. Give to Steele, but they're waiting for Steele. No gain on the play. So with this team is going to be a regular, participant in this ECC conference that the Warriors find themselves in this year. These guys come in here with a lot of self-respect. This ball's complete and out of bounds with the catch is number 14, Jeremiah Anderson.
I was looking over the Winton Woods starting lineups here, and this is a young team.
Yes.
There are not that many seniors out there in the starting lineup, especially on offense. We count, 4 seniors on the starting lineup in offense.
Wingfield throws his ball, it's caught, but no yards after catch on that. It's going to bring it to 4th down with the clock rolling. 13 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Got number 1, Tyvon Bowler checking into the huddle for the Warriors of Winton Woods. So at the end of 3 quarters of play here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 14 and the visiting Lebanon Warriors 14.
Yeah, just 1 touchdown in that quarter. The Warriors touchdown to tie the game. So it's going to be no matter what happens, it's going to be a pretty entertaining fourth quarter, I think.
Yes, it should be, and hopefully we can have a mistake-free fourth quarter. I don't think there's much margin of error at this point to win this game unless you just come out and take it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, somebody's got to make something happen. Now look over these starting lineups. There's only, I count 5 seniors on defense. So if I'm the coach of the Winton Woods Warriors, I'm thinking, boy, I got a pretty good team here for a few years.
And that's usually the case. I mean, this guy's coming up through the Warrior system. You know, Coach Franklin, he's been taking care of these 7th and 8th graders for a few years now. And we've covered some of their games.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to cover their game on Wednesday. But we were scheduled to cover a game between Pleasant Run Middle School. There's Wingfield, runs through some would-be tacklers, still on his feet in the wide open. And this guy is able to slow him down. That ball's out. Warriors got that.
Oh, Warriors got the ball. He was holding their breath there for a moment. Yeah, he took off. He's got a lot of room to run.
Yeah, it was good to run out of that tackle. So this ball's on the 32-yard line, and Wingfield and the Warriors called timeout here.
Trying to see who fell on that for the Winton Woods Warriors, and I cannot read the number. But it was very, very fortunate for the Winton Woods that there was a player there to get that. But that would have been a big, big momentum shift, I think.
Definitely.
Lebanon had gotten that.
See, and at this point now, if the Warriors can just maintain possession and just grind it out here, run this clock.
Yeah, grind the clock down, get some points here, and then get back.
So 1st and 10 now. This ball's on the 11 and 32-yard line. There's a give to Spikes. Nose is in there. It's like about a yard gain. Clock still running. They have to finish this with points of some kind.
Yeah, you need to get something out of this.
Wingfield back there in the pistol. Spikes with him. Straight drop for Wingfield. He's got this ball thrown, but it's incomplete. Intended for number 1, Tyvon Bowler.
Yeah, they knocked Winfield down on that play. The defender's in his face, and threw an errant pass as a result.
See, 3rd and 9, but right here, they got to get a few more yards to, and I guess in their mind, they don't want to even try to kick a field goal.
Apparently not.
There's Wingfield rolling to his left. He's going to pull it down and run it on his own, but they're waiting for him. Stopped after about a 2-yard gain. This is 4th down.
They're on about the 38-yard line.
29-yard line. So they're
29,
going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 7. Wingfield's going to keep it again. No, he throws his ball, and it's incomplete off the fingertips.
Oh, everyone in the stadium groaned there. Well, at least on the Winton Woods side of the field. Oh, watch this. Watch this, football fans. He throws it.
Tajay Frazier, number 2. 5'10", 170-pound wide receiver. In front of the defender, angled to the goal line.
You're looking for the replay that will let you see how close this was. Right there. Oh, my goodness.
So the Lebanon Warriors will take over on downs with 10:33 left to go in the game here. They get a man out on the field. Everett's looking around. There's a whistle. Too much time.
Yeah.
Delay a game on the Lebanon Warriors.
Lebanon was short a player, and they wanted the player who was coming out of the field to line up on the far side from where he came from, and it just took a while. And he maybe could have run a little faster.
Okay, so Lebanon breaks this huddle again, coming up on the ball. And Braden Everett, he's back there. He's looking to throw this ball. They got him flush out. He steps into the pocket, overthrowing everybody. Incomplete.
I guess he was hoping for the receiver to break down the field.
See, this is where if he had wheels that he had faith in, he'd have just jumped in there and took off.
Yeah, that's right.
14-14 game here. I mean, from the way this game started, with the 2 quick scores by the Lebanon Warriors, I think Winton Woods Warriors are doing well. They'll just be in this position where they can still win. There's Everett with the ball. And
we almost turned the corner. That was a really good play the Warrior defender made back there. He's fighting off the block.
I mean, you know, they did right to try to run him.
Yes.
Because the Warrior defense wasn't even thinking that as a possibility.
7 Blue is the number 7, the guy who made that play, defensive play for the Warriors. That was really well done.
Yeah, we see Blue and throws this guy rudely to the turf. 9:41 left to go. There's a give to Farr, but he can't make much.
4th and long.
4th and long here. 9:26, the clock's still moving.
Okay, Lebanon needs a big punt here.
Well, the Warriors got a man waiting for this ball on the 35. His kick is up. Caleb Tubbs with the catch. Gets around the end. Good pickup. He's got this ball in Lebanon territory right at the 49-yard line.
The punt had good distance, but it was low, it was quick, and it was returnable. So the Warriors get to start out at midfield here.
Midfield. This guy, Caleb Tubbs, he has good hands. I mean, he catches these balls.
He does. He does a good job. Makes nice runs. What's happened this quarter is his field position's kind of shifted slowly but surely towards the Lebanon end of the field. And you got to believe the Warriors at some point should be able to cash in here.
He takes it out of Steele's gut and keeps it, but that's going to be a 2-yard loss. Lebanon defenders are having none of that.
A Lebanon player down. Warrior limping. The Winton Woods Warrior, that is. Yeah, this is, oh my goodness. There's a Winton Woods Warrior quarterback. Dear.
So we got issues in both sides of the field with players.
This is most unfortunate for both teams. I believe that's number 66 for the Lebanon team who's down. And that's one of their key players. Josh Harris is an offensive, no, I'm sorry, it's number 6 who was down. Parker Dilhoff, the defensive lineman. And then for the Winton Woods Warriors, we saw number 17, Mikhail Wingfield, limping toward the sidelines.
You see him standing.
Yeah, he's moving around. Walking a little gingerly.
That looks like a cramp kind of walk.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, 2nd and 11 here. Wingfield's got the ball. Gives inside. Still on his feet. Muscles his way down good yardage here.
Yeah, looked like nothing, but he got a lot out of this. He's spinning. Carries some players with him. Helped by the
3rd
momentum.
and 3. Give us the number 3. He's on his feet. He runs through tacklers. He's still on his feet. He's going to score for the Winton Woods Warriors. Touchdown! No penalties on the field. No, we see a penalty now down there on the goal line. What is this going to be? Excessive celebration.
See what the call is here, but this field position that I was talking about earlier, it looks like it's paid off for the Warriors. The game just kept being slowly but surely shoved towards the Lebanon end of the field. And we need to see what this...
Well, with this Imani still looks like you got fresh legs on a bigger body than number 22 was. And
well, that's... There's no foul against the Warriors. Dead ball, so the touchdown's going to count. Here's the replay.
yeah, this guy still, he's able to run through a couple of arm tackles.
The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Okay, players are having words down there at the goal line.
Well, here comes the Warriors trying to add this PAT. It's this important PAT here. Hold us down. Kick is up.
He missed it.
And that kick is no good. So with 7:53 left to go in the game here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 20 and the Lebanon Warriors 14.
We'll see if the missed extra point comes back to haunt. I've watched enough of these Winton Woods Warriors games over the years now. I think a big part of their success is depth. And there's so much athletic talent at Winton Woods High School that they have the 2nd and 3rd strings that are really quite good. And when they play a team, they can substitute these players in and out, and they don't lose that much going to the bench, and they just kind of wear the other team down. And I think that's what we just saw was an illustration of that. Now we'll see if Lebanon can pull something off. What Lebanon needs to do here is pull off a big play.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to navigate a big chunk or a few of them. But like you said, the depth of the Warriors, the Winton Woods Warriors, fresh legs helped them. I could see where this guy, Imani Steele, is a little bit harder to bring down. Looks like he's got a few pounds on number 22.
Yeah, he's definitely a good running back. And he looked real sharp on that last touchdown. Just turned on the afterburners. He was gone.
Mm-hmm. So this is where now you got to get a good kick here. Ball's kicked low. It's handled at the 47-yard line, 48-yard line of the Lebanon Warriors, where they'll come out on the field with 7:50 left to go in the game, trailing by a score of 20-14.
It was a good move by the Lebanon player to just fall on the ball. Don't try to get cute with that. Fall on the ball, keep possession. You're in pretty good field position here. I mean, hey, what's wrong with the 49-yard line, right?
That's right. Plenty of time. Everett. Ball's caught, but number 7 defender for the Warriors right there on the case.
Yeah, I only gained a few yards on that play.
7 blue.
Yeah, I think he thought he maybe should have had an interception, but it was a well-thrown ball. Just didn't gain much. It was well defended.
2nd and 7. There's a give. Farr muscling around in there. Looks like he's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. Clock running. 6:50 left to go in the game here. Third and 3. Everett rolling to his left, throws across his body. This ball's incomplete. How are they figuring that's a penalty?
Oh.
See now, here we go. And the ball went off the guy's hands. The defender wasn't even in the. Okay. 6:27 left to go in this game. That'll be a first down when it's all said and done.
Well, was that the break Lebanon needed? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's close. It's really close. Depending on the angle, it kind of looked like he was on the Lebanon player's back. It's really hard to tell from that angle.
But the ref didn't have that angle.
No, he didn't.
Hand off inside, and this guy's still on his feet. Host of Warriors there. You know, somebody on his defense has to deputize themselves to stop this stuff. Regardless of what the official wants to do with his laundry, they got the power to put a stop to it either way.
2nd down and 6.
Second and 6. Everett with the give to Farr. Farr tries to find the hole, but it's not there. He might have got a yard.
Number 9.
Yeah. 3rd and 6 here. Surely it was, of course, 4-down territory.
Sure.
Number 99, Mikhail Stewart.
So here comes Lebanon breaking the huddle again.
3rd and 4.
Everett looking to throw. This ball's complete over the middle.
That's first down.
First down.
Yeah, they showed pass, and they did it. They threw it in the middle. He's been on the money on a lot of passes tonight, you know what?
Oh, yeah. I mean, give this guy time, and he'll pick you apart. We're defenders. Inside the far, he's running through the whole defense. He's going to be down. Looks like on about the 1 foot line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the visiting Warriors on that play. And we see on the replay here, he was about to be denied.
Yeah. Oh, that was close. That's one of the biggest gains Lebanon's had up the middle all night.
Clock running.
Yeah, that's. Let's see if this turns out to be big. But yeah, if he'd scored, the clock would be stopped and Winton Woods would get the ball. But we'll see what happens here. Going up middle.
Far. No, he's not getting in. Goal line stand.
Lost a foot or so.
You see on the replay here where there was hats in all the gaps, and
yeah, the Warriors are playing the middle, which is the wise thing to do.
I'm guessing they could do that knowing that Everett's not going to beat him with his wheels. But down here, he could.
He could, yeah.
3:55 left to go. Warrior faithful got the place rocking. There's Farr into the end zone. Touchdown. No penalties on the field. We got this game tied at 20 pending the outcome of this PAT.
Yeah, who would have thought this would turn into a game where the kicking was all important? The way it started out with all the scoring. But, well, we'll see what happens here. You can execute the extra point. A huge play.
Lebanon.
Block. Oh, my.
All right, so that kick is blocked. So with 3:47 left to go in the game here, we have a tie score. The Warriors of Lebanon 20 and the Winton Woods Warriors 20.
Well, see the replay. I think this was a combination of a good push by the Winton Woods Warriors and a low kick. Yeah, the kick was low. And then the Warriors got in there. Yeah, the low kick. Well, my, isn't this something? Who would have thunk it?
The number 24, Quentin Jenkins Jr. blocking that kick. Gives the Warriors a chance to receive this ball. 3:47 left to go in the game. Looks like we got, outside kick is a possibility. That's how they started this thing off. Yeah, they got the hands team up front.
Yeah, they do.
So, number 9, Keith Farr, handling the kicking chores. Keith Farr been the man for Lebanon today. Ball, get on this ball, somebody. Number 2 with the ball, but he's thrown down rudely near his 23-yard line, and that could have been disaster.
That could have. The squib kick that Lebanon has done is followed up the Winton Woods Warriors a couple of times now. In the first quarter, they did the squib kick and hit one of the Warriors and bounced straight back to the Lebanon player who covered the ball. And this time, that almost happened.
They spent a lot of time on special teams when I was here. Here's Wingfield. He's got the ball. Gives to number 2. He runs through the first. Number 3, and Marty Steele. He fakes this guy out. He's got a block downfield across midfield to the Lebanon Warrior 47-yard line.
Steele has racked up a lot of yards here in the second half.
Yes, he has. You can tell he wants it bad, too.
Just a quick hitter, and he started right and weaved left, and there's the result. Got out in the open field, and off he went.
There was one downfield block that he didn't quite get enough on, allowing that defender to come up and make that stop. See what happens. Ball just across midfield at the 48-yard line. Wingfield gives this, no, Wingfield keeps it on his own. He's rolling right. Get the block throw, buddy. He's able to, maybe get a yard or two.
Yeah, I think he got about 2. A lot of running for not too much forward progress. The Lebanon Warriors did a good job of stringing the play out.
Yeah, because you could see that they didn't pay no attention to the fake that they try to steal the ball. Steele is in the backfield, pistol with him. There's Steele with the carry, runs through the first line defenders, runs outside of a tackle, and still on his feet, down finally at the Lebanon Warrior 25-yard line.
Same play, started right and we've left.
Look at this.
Yeah, the Lebanon Warriors just cannot catch this guy. I think tired legs are taking hold on the Lebanon side. Okay, we got a number 7 for the Lebanon Warriors is coming off the field.
3:03 left to go here.
It's Mason Gennaro.
We see the Wingfield family and friends down there.
Well, they certainly want to go home with a Warriors victory. It would make their evening, I think.
Well, we got the Lebanon player, Mason DeGennaro, up, and that's right, a classy hand from the Warrior faithful, Winton Woods Warrior faithful. Looks like Lebanon Warriors have brought a respectable crowd with them.
Yeah, they have.
1st and 10. Wingfield. There's the give to number 2. He runs right through everybody. Nobody's going to catch him. That's going to be a touchdown for the Winton Woods Warriors with 2:53 left to go in this game.
Yeah, the Lebanon Warriors just ran out of gas. They couldn't tackle these running backs here in this last drive.
See on the replay now, Spikes there, he just, power and speed.
Yeah, he's been resting on the bench for a while, and he came in with really fresh legs. And the Lebanon team couldn't catch him.
Well, here the Warriors line up for this PAT. Hold is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. So with 2:53 left to go here from Frederick Stadium, we have a score of your Winton Woods Warriors 27 and the visiting Lebanon Warriors 20.
Here's a touchdown again. Yeah, there's just big hole there in the middle, and he's just too quick. Lebanon can't catch him.
Well, I'm sure if the Warriors can get out of here with this victory, start the season off at 2-0, 1-0 in the conference, they are where they want to be, positioned for the rest of this. I guess it'd be the quarter pole of this first season. Speaking of quarter pole, tomorrow is the Derby.
Yeah. There's any good news from Lebanon here is that the offense has been sitting on the bench for a while, so they'd be relatively fresh for this. But they've got to make something happen. They've got to do it quickly.
Well, this is where you want your defense, hopefully, and special teams. They could do something to keep these guys pinned deep, make them have a long field, but we can't have these kicks where they only got to go 60 yards.
Yeah.
one gets downfield and
Out of bounds. It's the third out of bounds kick tonight, I think, by the Warriors.
25-yard line. The Warriors from Lebanon will put this thing in gear. 2:53 left to go here. So it's up to this Warrior defense to hold it down for their team. Andrew Booker, Quentin Jenkins, Jaron Gibson, Maurice Daniels, Cortez, Foster Gatewood, Cam Sanders. Everett with the ball, trying to get outside. He's twisted. Now he's going to get hammered.
That was a big loss.
Yeah. So that ball, they got Everett down on his own 29-yard line. And
yeah. Number 7 busted that play up. Number 7 for the Warriors.
7 Blue.
Yeah, Mr. Blue, he's had a good game.
2nd and 16. Everett drops straight back. We're going to throw this. Intercepted here. Number 4 with the interception for the Warriors. That's Cortez Foster Gatewood.
The quarterback underthrew his receiver, and there was a Warrior just standing there. The
Ball was tipped a little bit.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
So the Warrior offense will take the field. 2:10 left to go. 3 of my favorite numbers. So here comes it. Mikhail Wingfield bringing the offense out onto the field. There's a give inside, but they're all over him. That's number 70 on the stop, Eric West.
Eric West has made a lot of tackles today.
That's right.
Okay, so Lebanon's going to burn one of their timeouts. They had 3. This takes them down to 2, of course. Okay, here's the interception.
Yeah, it's a good thing he intercepted that ball, too.
Yeah, if that had gotten to the receiver was off to the races.
Off to the races.
Yeah, it'd be the 2nd interception of the evening for the Warriors, Winton Woods Warriors.
Well, I knew either way, somehow the Warriors was going to find a way to win this game.
I'm sure there was some, I don't want to say panic, but some concern on the Winton Woods Warriors sidelines in that first quarter because, boy, the start of this game did not go according to script.
That's right. I didn't like the way certain other teams, you can't let other teams jump out like that on. I don't want to name names, but there's a Marty Steele runs out of an arm tackle, still on his feet. Down to about the 16-yard line. Clock still moving. No, we got a timeout called. 1:54 left. Lebanon calls timeout.
Yeah, Lebanon is keeping their hope eternal, but increasingly it looks like it's for naught. But you never know. I mean, fluky things happen in football games, of course. So you've got to use those timeouts. If the Winton Woods Warriors could just get one more first down, this game will effectively be over. They only need, 3 yards to do it.
Well, I'm sure you see as we look down on the Winton Woods faithful down here, I guess under the circumstances, this is a respectable crowd. I don't know what their protocol has been for seating capacity. Okay, it's a sellout. They couldn't, and I guess some of the people had tickets, but they went to Tulsa.
They stopped him. Fourth down.
Stopped on that play. Fourth down now, 4th and 3.
I was reading the signs on my way in, and you had to buy a ticket in advance. They were not selling tickets here at the box office.
Oh, yeah, so that's right. I did see those signs walking in.
It'll be 4th down and 3 for Winton Woods.
So that would be how they effectively controlled the number.
Did you have any trouble getting in the gates?
No, they asked if I was Jake Williams, and I told them no, I was the analyst. You're the other guy, yeah.
I'd be like, do I match the description of Jake Williams? Okay,
He's short. Oh my goodness.
Calling him short.
So Lebanon is still in this game.
Lebanon 1st and 10. From the 16-yard line.
The Warriors still have work to do. Definitely going to be Hail Mary City. That's where the Warriors should just play everybody back. This guy isn't a threat to beat you with his wheels. This ball's thrown. It's incomplete. Looks like the receiver kind of tripped over his own feet there at the last second. That's number 13.
Yeah, I think the ball didn't lead him properly, and he got his feet tangled up trying to make an adjustment. And he's kind of caught in no man's land there a little bit.
That's Lucas Parlett, senior. Second down.
Oh, tipped.
Ball's tipped and
Did he catch that?
no catch.
Okay.
But he took a big hit for his efforts.
Number 27, Maurice Daniels on the coverage for Winton Woods. 3rd and 10 from the 16-yard line.
3rd and 10, clock down to 1:36 in the game. Everett rolling to his right. And his pass is incomplete. Going for number 13 again on that play. Lucas Parlett.
Last gasp here for Lebanon. Got to get 10 yards or this game is over.
So we don't know for sure where the Waycross truck. We'll wait till after this play. Deep throw over everybody's head, incomplete. Winton Woods Warriors will take over on downs here.
The receiver was well covered. A perfect pass probably would have been a completion, but
Number 6, Ryan Trumpler on the coverage for Winton Woods.
Okay. Okay.
all right. So next week, the Winton Woods Warriors will be away, traveling to West Claremont. And we're informed that Waycross will be there.
And they will also be there for the Northwest game at Edgewood. Our friend Ben Quackenbush will be doing the Winton Woods game out there at West Claremont. So, Waycross Community Media, the WCM, bringing a lot of high school OHSAA sports to you this year. I know I'm happy to see it. You know, I could put up with no baseball season, but I can't put up with no football season. As we see the clock rolling down, 46 ticks.
Lebanon will be home next weekend against Anderson. That should do it, right?
Clock still rolling. Warriors offense running off the field. Getting cheers from their nation. Effort was put in today. They had a scare in the beginning. You know, I don't think they want to start all their games out like that, going down 14-0. But they certainly found a way to come up with the victory. And so as this clock runs down here at Frederick Stadium, Waycross Community Media, thanks you for allowing us to come into your living rooms. So we have a final score here tonight of your Winton Woods Warriors 27 and the visiting Lebanon Warriors 20. For all the assets of Waycross Community Media, my partner, Tom Hall, and myself, Jacob Williams, we thank and congratulate the Winton Woods Warriors for their effort tonight. And so long, we will see you soon next week. Tom, any